Good morning. How's it going? Well, I can tell you how it's going here in Tennessee. Myself and my dogs finally were so exhausted from the nervous anxiety. Not me. Mine was for protecting the dogs from themselves. All that anxiety. And my allergies and family stuff, surgeries and landscapers, and the dogs have just, the weather has just been, that wind is so mysterious to them. They can't figure it out. And then, of course, the thunder and lightning. But the wind, oh, wow. I was up all night, 2 nights, because I'm not used to having so much weather in a place that I had predetermined to be fairly neutral area. Weather changes. That's life. It does. That's life. I mean, I know severe weather. I've been in severe weather. It's no more severe weather, probably very little, than it's ever been. However, I think it has shifted locations just a little bit, and I think that's normal for the planetary change. So I'm not going to be one of those people that's an alarmist and get all political about climate change, especially when I am as materialistic as I am. I like living in a small home, but I also like landscaping, and I like having a garage. I like having transportation. Okay, so I've ordered some things from Temu. And honestly, oh God, I got some good sleep last night. I almost feel giddy. I had to get out and work in my yard. But anyway, so I ordered some things from Temu. I just wanted to let you know. And I know that I order things so long ago that I don't really remember what all I ordered. I'm going to put this down because I can't, the sound of this bag is really bothering my nerves. Sorry, it just bothers my nerves. Okay, so I had returned these slippers once because they were just not right. They were really trying hard to find, but I just thought they looked and felt so cheap. Well, guess what? They were only $6. I'm such a snob because I grew up with Uggs. But they kept coming up and kept coming up. And some of my Uggs are wearing out. And I'm going to tell you, at my age and cutting back on work, I don't know that I'm going to have a closet full of Uggs anymore. I just don't. So I thought, you know what? I can't get that. Why would you put a sticker in there? Why? That's going to be on my bare foot. Jeez, I don't know what's wrong with people. Really? Why would you put a sticker on the fluff? The only valuable part of this shoe, as far as I'm concerned. Do you know how expensive it is to replace Ugg liners with wool? I have ordered and returned how many fake inserts now from Temu. And the ones on Amazon are good, but they're pricey. I don't even remember how much they were because I got so lucky and got I got 2 pair on sale, and I put one one pair and a pair of Uggs, and I thought, man, I'm gonna buy some more of these. But I gave, look at this. It is hanging on. Give me my glasses. So, oh, and I'm gonna tell you what, I could not get this lid open, and I went to return it, and it's only half full, and I went to return it, and they said keep it. Well, first they wanted to offer me a discount on it to keep it, and I was like, no, I want the full refund, and they told me to just keep it. If you can get this one, there's several bottles that look like this, but the labels are slightly different. This is the one. If you have light, hard to match skin like I do, you're going to get that one and be happy with it, is what I'm going to say. I cannot have something in my shoe like this, so I'm going to cut it out very carefully, trying to save as much of the fluff as possible. Because if I can't, they're going to have to go back. No, they're $6. I can wear them after a shower. For goodness sakes. People just keep saying how comfortable they are, how in love they are with them. Why do people want to lie? So I imagine they're telling the truth. But for them to say, oh, these are great Ugg dupes, maybe from down the block, these are not Ugg dupes. Look at those big old words on the sign. Look how thick and shiny that sole is. That is not an Ugg dupe. Sorry. And the sole print, not an Ugg dupe. Anyway, I got it in a 4041. I don't remember ever ordering anything in a 4041. But I think what I did was, I ordered it in a larger size to compensate for wearing socks. This one didn't have the sticker on the inside. Look at that. They don't even stuff them. They come back permanently deranged. Permanently, I don't know. But deranged, yes. Not an Ugg dupe. Sorry. Oh, maybe for people who had never owned an Ugg. Is this cute? Is it from a block away. This could look like an Ugg dupe. But not from the next room. Not if you've ever worn an Ugg. No. And see the cheap threading. If you've been an Ugg owner, and I'm not an Ugg snob, I'm just saying, tell me the truth, folks. Okay, so they run incredibly small. Because for these to be a 40, I usually wear a 38, 37, 38, depending on the brand. And I have it's not a thick sock. It's just a thin, medium tennis shoe sock. And it's a snug fit. Let me see. It's actually a perfect fit. Okay. Yeah. Not an Ugg dupe, sorry. Is it comfy? Yes. Is it crazy comfy? No. You would think that this was real spongy. It's not. It's firm. That's firm. That's firm. So it's not crazy comfy. But it's comfy. And if this will stay put, I'll probably stuff it with something. And if it makes it easy to slide in, that's what's going to make it comfy to me. Ease of use is important to me. So, and, since I'm going to be cutting back on spending money on things that I can replace in a more affordable way, that's what I'm going to do. So I'll probably cut down to just a couple Uggs instead of a whole wardrobe of them. Because I have a closet full of Uggs. So Not bragging, I'm just thinking, silly girl. But at least I wasn't buying heroin. I mean, come on. Right? Okay. So, I'm not gonna return those. What all do I have in here? Huh? Where's my comfy scissors? I got that from Hey You. She goes, where are my purple comfy, my comfy purple scissors? And now she's got purple gray or black, I think. You know what? I hardly see a whole one of her videos anymore. I put them on thinking I'm going to watch this, then I'm going to put on my sleep video, which I put my phone down so I just hear it. I don't see it. And I fall asleep listening to her because it's just like listening to a friend. My friend Cindy in Texas, she's like that. When I hear her voice, we have so many memories and so many things in her life I can relate to. Some I can't. But when she's talking, she's just interesting to me, but not triggering. And so I can listen to her voice, which is a very nice voice. I ordered this by accident. I was looking at it and looking at it and looking at it. This was accidental. They must have offered this for cheap. Ready? Look at that. Let me get my glasses on. People bragged and bragged and bragged. Okay, bragged. Not terrible, terrible. People bragged about this purse until I couldn't stand it anymore. That is not glitter. That sparkle is in the materials, the thread. None of the brass is tarnished. None of the stones are missing. There's a little plastic thing over the little handle here, which I'm not going to take off yet. Because if I ever use it, comes with a little chain. I have a better chain. This isn't a terrible chain, but the gold doesn't match exactly by the handle. You can see that, right? That chain is useless with this purse. It'd be better with a little wicker. And here's the little flips to hold the chain up. What's going on in there? It's so dark. It's satin. Just satin. If you're gonna be doing something that requires you to use a very small purse, you don't need pockets on the inside. Obviously, you're going to be at the event a couple hours. What do you need? You need a little compact. You need a lipstick. You might need a breath freshener. And you need some cash for your drivers. And a credit card for your drivers. Or parking. That's all you need in there. Just the tiniest little wallet to hold that stuff. A coin purse or something. To hold the cash and wallet. And really, if you're tipping someone who's parking your car, what did I call that? What is that called? And this is... Because of the threading... I think this could be used with a gray dress or a gold dress. Or in the gray family or in the gold family. Even though the arms are gold. I don't know. I like monochromatic. So this is not done in a super, super high end. Looking at it from this side, you could be fooled and think this was a high-end purse. I know I got this for under $10. I think they came down on something. If you leave it in your cart long enough, they're going to the algorithm's going to show up. I'll bet this was $6 something. I'm not going to check right now because I have stuff to do and it's already late. But this side, you can see the metal doesn't come all the way down to the packaging on the frame of the purse. And see, that's something I would see across the table. Just because I have an eye. I have an Inspector Gadget eye. I notice stuff. So I would always face the purse out. That's what I would do. And if you use a chain, I'm just saying, if you're going to a high-end event, and I don't, come here, that little tag to attach the chain. I have big old long hands, so I'm having trouble getting it. There we go. So I'm going to close the purse, and see, I put these little chain things out where you would attach a chain. Those do not look very high-end, but they're very easy to hide. So if you had a better chain, don't use this chain. You could use those because they're well hidden. But otherwise, if someone's going to really check out your purse, they can tell those were cheap. Cheaper, not cheapest. Oh, how freaking cute is that? I know I would have ordered the silver as well if I were going to order this, because I'm learning that if you think you're going to really, really like something, just order 2. And as far as sitting, it doesn't have any feet. There's no way for it to sit up. That's a problem. So when you're out at the dinner and you have a spot to put this on your table, it's going to fall down. So make sure you put it on the side, the better looking side, and make sure one of the handles is up so that the jewels show, or both handles if you think of it. This hardware does not look expensive. And if this were a high-end product, you'd be able to stand it up. I'm sure of it, in my opinion. Now, here's the other thing. I have had occasion where I've had friends who like purses, and they're just really great gift boxes. If you can get a cool little purse like this, and you put maybe some makeup brushes, or something else girly. Maybe their favorite perfume, if you can afford it. Or some couple things like, I have a couple things that I call my favorite things, right, in my head. So, if I had a friend that was into makeup, which I wish I did. I don't, but I wish I did. I would get her a bottle of this and a makeup brush and tell her, I don't care if the lid works or not, this makeup's awesome. And I put it in there, and I put it in here. Oh, and one of my favorite lipsticks. You know, this is my very, very, very favorite lipstick. I've turned a lot of people onto this lipstick. 445 on the Mauve by Maybelline. So there are, oh, and Dollar Tree or Dollar General, this CoverGirl, that's a nice one too. But see, there are little things that you can make a gift. Put a little purse. I don't know anybody as girly and as tomboyish as me right now. I haven't for a while. My friend Cindy is clear in Texas, and Chrissy, she's clear across the country. So she doesn't, there's almost, I love Chrissy. And she's a very good gift giver. Both my friends are very good gift givers. Oops, don't use my eyebrow paper. My comfy gray scissors. I love that. Yummy rubber. Anyway, they're such good gift givers. And I just can't quite hit 1,000 with buying certain people gifts. It's kind of like, oh, that's the wrong size, or, oh, okay. I bought another one of these. I was thinking if I was going to quit buying from Temu for a while, but this came on sale, and I'm pretty sure it's the same thing, the same color. I'm going to see. This is the one I had. Oof. Easy breezy, easy to use colors for shading in your face, for eyeshadow, for liner. Easy to use. Well, and to travel with. And since I was been staying over at my mother-in-law's house, I was giving more thought to, you know, how, you know, what makeup can I just leave in my overnight bag. But they just put her in a senior living situation where it's kind of, it's not assisted living, but it's secure. They have someone to watch the doors, and I don't know how long she's going to get to stay there. I wouldn't have put her there. I would have put her someplace with a memory or Alzheimer section, or where she could have an Alzheimer nurse. But I don't know. She's not my mom. I can just nod and smile and help out where I can. They know what they're doing, and they can afford to put her in a different place every month till they feel like they, you know, met their needs. I think I bought this one because it had a little bit different color palette. Nope. Exactly the same. Yep, exactly the same. Which is fine. Because here's what I've decided to accept. I now accept that almost every color is going to look a little orange on me. And if I'm going to use gray, it's better used on my eyebrows. And I need to order a gray palette, because all my gray palettes are about gone. But I'm going to keep this because it's very, very, very easy to use. And I will use it someday. If you're looking also for a treat to put in a little purse for a gift, especially like if you have a teenager or a kid, I mean, it's such a great affordable way to just put together an Easter basket for them full of these things. And they have so many different palettes that are light colored. So inexpensive. Now, I know that, I mean, oh, and look, this is such a nice container. And this little film, you can remove that. So, there's that. As a matter of fact, I might put this and save it as a gift, even though the packaging is a little beat up. They beat that one up, baby. Something else I was going to tell you is that I'm hearing such good things about Dollar Tree and Dollar General. And I've been shopping Dollar General, but their prices are getting closer and closer to matter of fact, our Dollar General is really not, they're not filling up the spaces. I think they're going to kind of slow down on makeup, maybe. That's what it looks like to me. Oh, so this is, let me see if this is what I think it is. Different tools for unpackaging. If it's something I like, I don't care if I would tear up the package. It's just if I'm going to return it, I hate to return it without I don't want it to look like I didn't respect the process. This is called Zero Pores. Invisible Pore Soft Focus Makeup Primer. And I got this because I thought I was reordering this. What? Why would I order something new and different? I don't know. I do not know. But, it must have had a lot of good reviews. I'm going to put it, I don't know how to use this crap. That's what I call it. I think it's a money burner. Like if you don't know what else to spend your money on, get a pore filler. And the reason why I'm bitter about it is because I've used it and it's good. But when you're expressive and you move your face like I do, no product can keep stretching back and forth without starting to peel or crack. I haven't seen one, and I think it's a waste of money. But I must have gotten this for next to nothing. That's all I can figure. And it must have got a really good price, because look, I bought. It must have been a 2-for-1. So I thought, well, I wanted to have 2 if it works. We'll see. I'll give it another chance. After I do my makeup, I have to get out in the yard. Alright, what is this? Okay, this is supposed to be that it's an imitation of a very expensive mascara. You know, that doesn't always pan out. I have tried a couple, and I ended up donating to a women's shelter a bunch of makeup brushes that were supposed to be just like, and they weren't. So we'll see. Matter of fact, I was so excited about the reviews, I thought, you know what? It was kind of like when I found that magic foundation. What was it called? But anyway, it was amazing. And I didn't order it in enough colors to sample it. I only ordered it in 2 colors, and they were both too dark. And so by the time I went to go buy the light one, they were gone. I was so bummed. So anyway, if this works, I bought 5 of them. If it doesn't work, I just send them all back. Okay, so says trend color. So I'm betting this is some little foundation. Okay, let's see. Not like I need any more foundations. It's what I need is foundations that work for my color at certain seasons. Because of working out in the yard, my color changes just enough. Oh, I bet this is one of those dumb lipsticks. It's always too dark for me. Let's see. Yeah, on my camera when I'm working with clients, it looks like I have very thin, very red purple or red orange lips. It's embarrassing. Okay, this is one of those 24-hour lipsticks. I'm sure of it. Yep. And it looks like the same color as all of them. Same, only different. I gotta say, they do smell good. Now look at this. The color of this, it looks like a nice soft mauve. Look at my lips, bright orange. Bright freaking orange. I don't know. I don't understand it either. I can say the longevity of these. It's got to be my chemistry. I'm not trying to blame anybody else for this. That's for sure. It's just disappointing. I mean, This is the only lipstick I've really been able to trust to kind of stay a soft mauve. And it's great for everyday use, just to slap on. And I know it won't turn bright orange. But you never know. I might hit the jackpot one of these days. I guess I hit the jackpot because I have this one. And I can soften that up. I just don't like bright orange on me. I just don't. I just don't. Okay, here's something else. Here's another lippy I decided to try. This is what it's called. And it's 04. Whee! Can you see it? I don't know. There you go. 04. There's proof. Okay. Yeah, that's... Yeah, it makes... It makes the lipstick look all blotchy. I guess because it has so much sparkle in it. I remember ordering something like this or this, and the reviews were mixed on, oh, it's too shiny for someone my age, to, I didn't expect it to be shiny, or I expected it to be shiny, not glittery. And then there was, the shine is just right. I don't know. I might have to try it one more time with something else. But putting it on top of that orange is a fail. Okay. I'm out of coping. Okay. So, that's all I got. So I'm going to hurry up and I need to put something on my face. So rose water. Yeah, Frankie's outside. Not because he's a bad boy, but because he needs to be outside. He has been cooped up for days and let out to potty just when there were breaks in the weather. And sometimes, a couple days ago, the weather was so weird. There was a break in the rain, but not a break in the thunder. It was that warm weather thunder. Ooh, that slow rolling low thunder. He was not impressed. No. Okay, now I'm going to use some of this. This was only $6 for... This says... Where's my glasses? Are they on my head? Let me put this up right now. Here they are. Cracking me up. 5 ounces. So this was 6 something. So that means it's less than $1 an ounce. This is a little more than half an ounce. And it was 5 something. This is old. It's probably a lot more than that. This was 1 fluid ounce. And it was 10 something. This, so if this whole bottle was 5 ounces, for 2.5 ounces, it was $6. This is 1 ounce and it was $10. And this is they are about, I would say they're about this is inexpensive, great foundation. This is inexpensive. These match up, and they're higher than, if this were $50 a bottle, I would have believed you. They are, if you're not looking for full hard costume coverage, these are perfect. And just because this is quicker, because the pump actually works, I'm going to use this one. Oh, and always remember, one pump is usually enough. I get overzealous. I just think I like the color match on the other one a little better. Yeah. Frankie's out there barking. Okay. How are y'all doing anyway? How'd you do with these storms? Did you get any damage? We had a lot of small limbs down. You know, we had the trees trimmed a while back. And so the big limbs, thank gosh, I can't even imagine the way the wind came through here. I can't imagine what damage those limbs could have done if they had fallen. And there were a few that I didn't trust. Okay. I don't need a lot of makeup, but I do need a little bit. I need a little bit. Just enough to not scare the neighbors, you know. Just use sort of like a beigey brown. For my beigey brown palette, I showed you that palette, right? Well, I have 3 palettes that are basically the same thing. Same, only different. They're the same, only different. I'm just going to squish this. Get underneath a little bit. Get me a eyeliner. Don't really need much eyeliner being out in the yard. I know, nobody's gonna get that close to see me. But maybe. What am I gonna do with these eyebrows? Nothing. I know what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna use this stuff that isn't really the right color for me, but I'm gonna use it anyway. I like this kind of product because it allows me to be lazy, get the job done without looking like I'm trying too hard, right? I just love it when I've had acquaintances that'll say, why are you always wearing makeup? Like, why would you say that to somebody? See, I don't understand that. I would never say that to somebody. I'll tell you what I said to somebody once. I said, your makeup looks so pretty. And you're using some kind of powder that with that gentle sparkle, I said, it makes you look like an angel. I hardly ever give compliments on makeup because I'm usually too busy in my head thinking about other things than people's makeup. Probably thinking about my makeup, but I'm not thinking about their makeup. I might think, oh, your makeup looks good, or oh, I wouldn't wear that if I were you. But I'm not going to say anything. People are strange. I think there's a song called that. What is it, Beatles song? Probably. You know what? If this purse isn't, I just had it over there. It looks silver. This definitely could be used. If you can wear gold jewelry with a silver outfit, this purse definitely could go with a gray outfit. Yes, I just wish it would stand up. Too bad it won't. Okay, so now I'm going to try this new mascara. Okay, it's supposed to be a two-stepper. Step 1 is this. Okay. I don't usually like these big fat wands because I can't usually see what I'm doing as well as when it's a thinner wand. See, I like to always do the top and then the bottom because I'm hoping it'll seal and it won't chip in my eyes throughout the day. Can I bend it? Nope. Bounces right back. So, no metal in the brush. So now where's step 2? Are you supposed to unscrew step 2? Huh? How is that step 2? Huh? Step 2. See, it says step 1 here and step 2 here. If I set that aside for a minute, maybe I can get a... There we go. What's that? I don't understand. Is there... Well, that's magic. I don't understand that. Wouldn't that be the same product then? Wow. Oh. So here's what they're saying. The first step is a more refined. And then the second step is still the same product, but now it's super goopy. And what you did is you put on the initial layer, like a lot of us put on a couple layers of mascara. So now it's saying, now here's the real goop. It's going to be a thinner, or it's going to be it's not going to have that funnel to help clear off the brush. Now it's just like big, fat, goopy brush time, because it's full of goop now. Wow. That means this brush is dangerous. Look at all that. Well, it's fairly easy cleanup. That's good. But goopy. Goopy. Looks like I have 5 eyelashes over here. Okay. It looks like it's trying to extend, but it's not. You can't extend. See those little wires that little wires of mascara that seem to be coming out. Yeah. Don't fall for it. Don't fall for that. You can keep gooping it on as it dries. Then you're going to have to take off that leftover stringy stuff on the ends. Otherwise, it looks like spider legs, which is kind of gross. Yeah, kind of gross, kind of gross, kind of gross. I'm just going to use my other, I'm going to put it all back together and use a nice and tight one. I probably won't ever do that other side again. This better be waterproof. I'll know by the end of the day, because if it isn't, it's going back. Because there were such good reviews, I ordered about 4 or 6 of these. And they are going back if they are not pleasing. That's the truth. I have no pride. They're going back. Yeah, those where it tries to do the extend, that's not practical. Don't do that. It just leaves little gobs at the end. You can see it trying to do it though. These little little tips of the mascara comes off and it looks real hairy, and then it curls up on itself, sort of. It's like an animal all of its own. Okay, we're going to try this again. Yeah, it's the sparkle in this. There is so much sparkle in this that if your lips are dry, like mine are very often, then this isn't for you. I'm a mouth breather at night. I cannot sleep without, if I can breathe good, I can kind of suck my mouth closed. If I get my head just right, I can keep my mouth closed. But as soon as I'm asleep and I reposition, my mouth is open and I'm snoring often. I hope this mascara is waterproof because I got a decent buy on it. So I don't know. See that? You could do that. You could do that with this. See, but I'm too old to do this shine stuff. That's just silly. Yeah, that's just silly. That's just silly. Darn it. If I were younger, I would definitely have fun with more shiny lipstick. You know what I mean? Why not? Why not? What was this? I don't remember. Oh yeah, it was that pore filler. Pore filler. Pore filler? Pore filler? I don't know. I'm getting wacky. I need to get out in the yard. So, we're going to see what the pore filler did. I'll set this out and we'll see how the mascara did. Everything else is kind of going back. Well, except for the person's shoes. And that eyeshadow. It's a great backup. And I know I got a good deal on it or I wouldn't have bought another one. Okay, I need lip on. I need a lip on. I'm going to try this. It's another one that's supposed to look pink. Or mauve-y. Look at that. Bright orange. See that? Crazy! Why? Why do I don't know. But I've got this brown. I'm going to put on it. Now what are you going to do? See, now I look like, when it's that dark of a color, it just looks like a slit. My lips are slits. I can't overdraw because these don't last forever like this kind of lipstick. This lipstick lasts all day almost for me, the work day. These other ones I have to just kind of like mix and match and hope for the best. Oh well. I never had lips. You can't make lips out of nothing and then expect to look natural. That's just not going to happen. So figure it out. It's fun to experiment. It's fun to try to figure out if I can really try to have lips. Just because I can't have beautiful lips doesn't mean I can't be happy. All right, I'm out of here. I got stuff to do. I love you, and I hope you're well, and I hope you're safe. And if you're not, tell me about it. We'll talk about it. All right. Mwah. Bye for now.